The Battle of Myriokephalon, 1176. The day Byzantium's hope of reclaiming Anatolia. Ended introduction. The path to Anatolia's destiny, Anatolia. For thousands of years, it has been the gateway of empires, the graveyard of armies, and the heart of civilizations. In the year 1176, a battle took place on these ancient lands, whose outcome decided the fate not just of a battlefield, but of an entire continent. This was the battle where the Byzantine Empire's dream of reclaiming Anatolia ended for good. This was the moment when the Turkish presence in Anatolia became irreversible. Its name, the Battle of Myriokephalon. Chapter 12. The shifting balance after Manzikert. The Battle of Manzikert, 1071. For Byzantium, it wasn't just a defeat. It was the opening of the gates to Anatolia. Seljuk Turks spread across Anatolia in waves. Villages were established, roads were brought under control, and fortresses were captured. In a short time, Anatolia ceased to be a Byzantine eastern province and began to become a Turkish homeland. However, Byzantium never accepted this reality. Emperors changed, armies were gathered, and the Crusades began. While Byzantium ushered the Crusaders through Anatolia, they hoped for only one thing: to wear down the Turks and reclaim Anatolia when the time was right. Chapter 2. An Emperor's Dream. Manuel Komnenos. In the mid-12th century, a powerful, ambitious, and charismatic emperor sat on the Byzantine throne, Manuel I Komnenos. Manuel saw himself as the heir to the Roman emperors. His dream was to make Byzantium the master of the Mediterranean and Anatolia once again. And Anatolia was the center of this dream. According to Manuel, the Turks were temporary. The Seljuk state could be destroyed. If Konya fell, Anatolia could be taken back. The target was clear: Konya, the capital of the Seljuk Sultanate of Rum. Chapter 3. The Turkish side. Kilij Arslan II's strategy. In Anatolia, there was another leader, the Seljuk Sultan Kilij Arslan II. He was as patient a strategist as he was a warrior. He knew the Byzantine intentions perfectly. Kilij Arslan realized that. The Byzantine army was massive, but it did not know the geography of Anatolia. It was dependent on long supply lines. Therefore, the Seljuk Sultan preferred to avoid a pitched, open-field battle. His plan was simple, but deadly. Draw the enemy deep into Anatolia, wear them down, and destroy them in narrow passes. Chapter 4. The giant army sets forth. The year 1176. One of the largest land armies in the history of the Byzantine Empire was being prepared. According to sources, tens of thousands of soldiers, heavy armored cavalry, siege engines, supply wagons. This army was not just going to fight, it was going to besiege Konya. Manuel was confident. To him, the Seljuks would run, surrender, or be destroyed. The Byzantine army began its march into the heart of Anatolia. Chapter 5. The Invisible War of the Turks. As Byzantium advanced, they noticed something. The Turkish army was nowhere to be found. No great pitched battle, no open confrontation. But every day, supply caravans were hit. Small units were ambushed. Night raids were carried out. The Turkish raiders would strike, retreat, and leave the Byzantine army in a state of nerves and fear. This was not a war. It was a hunt. Chapter 6. The Pass of Myriokephalon, closing the trap. By the time the Byzantine army reached the Myriokephalon Pass, turning back was nearly impossible. The pass was narrow, rugged, surrounded by mountains. It was a nightmare for heavy-armored Byzantine soldiers. At this exact point, the Seljuk Sultan gave his order. Chapter 7. The moment apocalypse broke loose. Autumn 1176. The Turks attacked from the hills. Arrows blotted out the sky. The Byzantine army was locked within the narrow pass. Siege engines were overturned. Horses panicked. Order collapsed. The Turks struck from above and withdrew from below. The Byzantine army could neither advance nor retreat. This was not a battle. It was an annihilation. Chapter 8. The Emperor's Desperation. Emperor Manuel was face to face with death. His army had been torn to pieces. Swallowing his pride, he asked for peace from the Seljuk Sultan. The terms were heavy. Byzantium would demolish its fortresses in Anatolia. They would accept Seljuk supremacy. Manuel accepted. The Byzantine army was defeated. Chapter 9. Historical consequence: the end of a dream. The Battle of Myriokephalon means the following in history. Byzantium could no longer reclaim Anatolia. The Turks became the permanent masters of Anatolia. The outcome of Manzikert was finalized. Historians say of this battle, Myriokephalon is the grave of Byzantium's last great hope in Anatolia. Chapter the Hours. Closing. This war was not just a battle of fields. It was the victory of the power of the mind, geography, patience, and strategy. After Myriokephalon, Anatolia was irrevocably a Turkish homeland.